So, early January 2016, I thought I'd record a piece about Apple's terrible update to iTunes, which basically, if you've got an iPad, you'll know that you have to do this on a regular basis. You end up using this thing called iTunes, this application. It's absolute pants. The last one wasn't too bad. They have sort of spells where it's alright. The last update before this one, which was late last year, 2015, they gave the latest update. The last one was alright. Not brilliant, still almost impossible to understand, very peculiar, but it worked. This one, the latest one, doesn't work, and the reason I've got a script, I don't usually have a script, but I've got a note here because I've got to get this right. It's iTunes version 12.3.2.35. That's 12.3.2.35. 12.3.2.35, okay? It's absolute pants. Here's the things it doesn't do when I stick my iPad into it. So you plug your iPad in to back it up and to synchronize it, whatever the heck that really means. But you try backing up, it told me I had 53 gigabytes free. Now normally I've got virtually no space left. When I told it to apply some changes, this is, anyone that knows, you choose the apps thing once your device comes up, the device being the iPad. You choose the apps thing in iTunes. This is on my Windows PC. It's Windows 7 it's running, and it runs pretty safely. I mean, it's okay. So I've got it cabled up to my PC. I'm running Windows 7 on the PC. Very solid, stable piece of software. And then you put iTunes, this latest version, on. And first of all, at one point it's telling me I had 53 gigabytes free on my 64 gigabyte tablet that I've had for 2 years. Anyone who's got an iPad or an iPhone knows that that just doesn't happen. So that was wrong. Then it misses out apps. It's got a whole list of apps supposedly, right? It just plain misses ones out. I spent 40 quid on Audio Pro music production software. A DAW, as it's called, digital audio workstation software. I spent 40 quid on that. Great piece of software. But, God, I wish to God they had that guy, Rim, Richard somebody his name is. I wish they had Rim that programmed Audio Pro. I wish they had him doing Apple software for iTunes. If he would do the iTunes software, that'd be lovely. Thanks a lot, Richard, if you would do that. Or Apple, if you would get Richard in to quality control your pants iTunes version. So first of all, it tells me I get 53 gigabytes spare, which I don't. Then it doesn't mention my expensive app is there, so it hasn't even picked it up. That makes me concerned. It's not backing it up properly, along with any compositions that may be there. So that's really, really rubbish. And then what else did it do wrong? I'll have to get my glasses for what else it does wrong. So it won't do the updates anymore. It used to be, yes, you can update your iPad over Wi-Fi, but like sometimes the updates are a gigabyte or something, and you don't want to do that. Like for Real Racing or some other software, I think it was a navigation software I had. You just prefer to do it on iTunes. Now you used to be able to do it on the previous version. This latest version, 12.3.2.35, I can't make it from the PC do the update. Somebody said there's some peculiar technical thing that needs to be right before it'll do it. It just doesn't work. So Apple Corporation, get your backside in gear. Your iTunes software is really important for people with iPads and iPhones and stuff like that. I back up my whole family's stuff using that piece of software, and you have crocked it. So basically you're programming it. It's a 9-year-old you've got programming it, and it's a 7-year-old that's testing it. And when the 7-year-old comes back and having tested it and says there's some problem, the 9-year-old bullies them into saying, no, there isn't. So get it sorted. Thank you very much.